You are 3 blocks from home when your older child stops and asks to be carried. The younger child is securely buckled into the stroller, and there is no empty seat. A stroller board looks like the smaller purchase. A double looks like the more complete answer. But the wrong choice usually reveals itself at the first curb, tired child moment, or trunk fold. A board works beautifully when it replaces a short burst of carrying, not a full, harnessed second stroller seat. Use these 7 checks to choose board, double, or wait before you spend. A double earns its extra bulk when 2 children need predictable riding places. A board earns its place when a reliable walker needs only occasional relief. Neither option is an automatic upgrade. Each one changes the work for the child and the adult. The exact stroller, accessory, adapter, riding position, and child limits still control the answer. So begin with the older child's real need, not the cheaper-looking price tag. Ask whether your older child needs a dependable seat or only a short reset from walking. Think about the full repeated distance, not the first cheerful 10 minutes. A board is only an option when the child meets its exact limits and can use it as instructed. On a standing board, that may include keeping both feet planted and holding on for the ride. A typical board position is not the same as a full stroller seat with a harness. If your child still needs a guaranteed buckle, frequent rest, or predictable containment, choose a double. If they reliably walk the whole route, keep the single stroller and wait. Map the hardest outing that happens most weeks: daycare, groceries, transit, or the long walk home. Write down the distance, time away, late day fatigue, crowds, and how often the older child gets on and off. Short, flat, predictable trips can make a board feel simple. Long outings with 2 tired riders make a second approved seat more valuable. Do not let one unusually easy morning decide for every difficult afternoon. Buy for the week you usually live, not the imaginary best day. Next, write down the exact stroller model, generation, board, adapter, and riding configuration. The same brand name is not proof, and the word universal is not a safety clearance. Check the seat, bassinet, or car seat position you will actually use. Check the allowed handle setting, attachment points, fold diagram, and whether an adapter is required. Then verify the child limit for that precise board, including any age, size, or ability rule. If the manufacturer does not list or confirm the complete pairing, stop the board plan. A double also needs an approved position and limit for each rider, not just enough total capacity. Trace the real route on paper: curbs, broken sidewalk, gravel, hills, tight turns, and public transportation. Board manuals vary, and some require the child to get off for curbs, steep or unstable ground, or transit. Count how many times that would happen on one normal trip. A double is not automatically all-terrain or jogging ready. Its exact manual still sets the route and pace. In busy places, ask whether you can calmly manage every required on and off transition. If the retailer's return policy allows it, test the approved setup on a safe version of the real route. If the board creates constant dismounts, the smaller purchase may create the bigger daily job. Put every regular caregiver behind the fully approved setup in normal walking shoes. A rear board changes where the older child stands and can shorten the adult's stride. That extra rear load and child movement can also change steering and stability. A double may trade that toe space for more width, length, turning room, and lifting weight. Test a normal walk, a tight turn, a full stop, the parking brake, and a doorway. Write down every applicable limit: each rider position, the board, the basket, and the whole stroller. If you kick the board, lose easy brake access, or cannot keep steady control, that configuration failed. Measure the real trunk opening, cargo floor, doorway, elevator, hall, and closet. Do not compare the board by itself with the double while ignoring the stroller attached to it. Some boards lift, detach, or stay attached for folding. The exact system decides. Count every extra step and every loose seat, adapter, or board that needs its own storage place. A double may fit only after seats come off, which is still part of the daily routine. Choose the setup you can fold, lift, load, and store while also caring for 2 children. Compare the complete system you will use for the next 12 months. For a board, include the exact adapter, the existing stroller's condition, and its remaining useful life. For a double, include the approved second seat or components, whether pieces, storage, and realistic transport steps. If the board requires replacing a good stroller, it may not be the inexpensive path. If a double prevents a later rushed purchase because both children truly need seats, its bulk may be justified. But if the older child is almost finished riding, a 2-seat system can become expensive storage. If the retailer's return policy allows it, test doorway, stride, brake, route, fold, and trunk fit. Never improvise an attachment or exceed a position, board, basket, or whole stroller limit. Buy the smallest approved system that handles your hardest common outing. A board fits a reliable walker needing brief, rests only with a manufacturer-listed setup, a route within its instructions, and caregivers in control. Choose a double when both children need dependable riding places or the older child still needs a harness seat. Choose neither when the single stroller already covers the real week or any exact fact remains unresolved. Use each stroller seat's full restraint. For infant sleep, put baby on their back on a firm, flat, non-inclined surface that meets safety standards. Brake when stopped or loading. Keep loose or unapproved bags off the handle, clear children before folding, and check exact recalls. The free 5-minute stroller fit check is linked below so you can record the measurements before shopping. Next, watch which stroller do you actually need for the full category decision. Buy for the week you live, not the second seat you might never use.